Hey YouTube friends, what's going on? All right, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my garden. Welcome to my food forest. I know this is not the usual look you see in my food forest or my garden, over the years, but this is what it is, All right, we, experienced a, bad freeze for a few days, last week and the week before. And it's one of the biggest freeze or lowest temperatures a lot of Florida have experienced in probably in maybe 20 some years or even more. So just by reading, posts and listening to different blogs, that's the feeling I'm getting. We've been here in Florida for 9 years, and it's the first time we've experienced anything like this. So you know the reason I'm doing this video today is, it's just as the days pass and you walk around, it's like you're actually seeing stuff looking worse. And it's depressing, but you just kind of have hope. As a garden always have that, patience, hope, resilience. Those are key stuff you take with you as a gardener all the time once you step out in the garden. you know, a lot of the leaves, even the ackee tree, looks like it got a lot more damage than what we thought it got. And that's not even looking good right now. It's like looking really, really bad. There's certain trees we expect us to look a certain way, but yeah, as the days pass, it's like I started to notice even more damage just showing up. Yeah. And this is one of the big thing about freeze damage. It doesn't always show up right away. Yeah. There was branches that looked fine like a day or two ago, and right now they're actually just turning brown. Even some of the mangoes, I thought it was the damage was more on just the leaves. Actually, branches actually get damaged. And we're gonna look on a lot of stuff. It's like rough to look at. My food forest is like my pride and joy. And to come out here and look, and everything is like brown, dead looking. It's like just unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. But one of the lessons I always learn, which I learned from a couple of years ago, we had like a light freeze, nothing comparing to this, and it's just don't rush to prune. I remember, I had a soursop and I went and pruned that. That stuff like died right almost to the ground. Yeah. But one of the plus side to I grow a lot of stuff from seed. So even if it die back, there's nothing to worry about. Oh, it's gonna die back below the graph or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff here that I actually just, you know that too if you've been following the channel for a while. You know. Let me just show you something right here. One of the things that wasn't showing damage and starts showing damage is the dragon fruit. Like, the dragon fruit plants have started showing a lot of damage. Look at this, guys. Like, really bad. Look at this. So a lot of stuff is just showing up now after a couple of weeks. What I'm gonna do now is just give you guys extensive look, as this is also a documentation for me as well. Just how bad stuff actually looks, and what still looks green. What kind of seems a little bit more can deal with those kind of temperatures. Yeah. Let's just start back here. This is the coconut palm. I don't know what's going on with that. As I said, patience. Right now is when I need a lot of patience. Because, it's tempting. You come in there and see all this brown stuff. It's tempting to want to cut it, but we just can't do it this time around. Yeah, a lot of patience. This is like toasted, like the papayas. I'm going to be cutting them back, maybe pruning them back about here, you know, and yeah, they're probably going to sprout multiple stuff. The hog plum, you could see, you look at the browning and these branches, those are dead. dead, dead, dead. Yeah, but this is a big trunk. So you should see. Yeah. So this is still green. This is yeah, yeah. So that's looking good still. Yeah. So that's not too bad right here. Yeah. We look. I don't even know where to go. It's like that's crazy to see all of this stuff looking this. The guava is like burnt really, really bad. Yeah. Look at the. This is Katuk. And Katuk, all of these branches are like this torch complete. Look, completely. But that's why I'm not pruning nothing right now. I don't want to put no extra stress on nothing at all. So let's see. Yeah, there's some green on these harder branches there. So that's good. The purple forest guava is one of the yeah, did well in the cool look. Still beautiful leaves. Yeah, yeah. So that's a good look. Yeah, that's a very good look. That's give us a little bit hope. Our mango here, all of this is burned. You see that brownish that wasn't showing up. I think a lot of the manga is going to be chopped back, but as I say, we're going to watch, just leave everything patiently and stuff. The sapodilla, you remember it wasn't showing up a lot of cold damage, but if you see, leaf start curling, it's not bad, comparing, because we know this is a tropical plant, sapodillas, we know that. But the damage is not too bad. I would be happy if my mangoes was looking like the sapodillas. Yeah, so that's still green, hope, looking good. Yeah, this is the Fairchild mango, like burnt. You could see those branches up there are dead. All of this stuff right here, you can see right there, brown, dead. Yep, same thing here. You could just look at the color of the branch. These branches, these stems, just start looking at brown look. It's gonna be dead. Yep. Walk over here and we look at Kerry. Yeah, Kerry. You could see all of these stuff is gonna be. This is gonna be needed to cut back extremely. Yeah, extremely. We gotta cut back this hard. I said nothing right now. Clients are still going through stress. I don't know if there's another cold snap that's gonna come. The sugar cane, all that. I could harvest sugar cane though. So I have some nice sugar cane here. Could harvest. Yeah. Yeah, it's pushing new growth there, so yeah, I could come harvest these. Yep, yep. The this is peanut butter fruit. All the leaves just actually just fell off in the past couple of days. The plus side, we see a little bit of green here, so this is more like leaf damage. Let's scratch. This is one thing you do is scratch. Like scratch test. See right here, guys. This is good. So the peanut butter fruit is mostly just the leaf damage, not the stems. The stems are still green. So this is something that could probably deal with a cold. Yeah, the leaves is gonna fall just like the sugar apples and stuff. But no, I look how thin these stems are. And this is lessons we learn into. Plant more certain things that can handle these stuff. Yeah, and if green, look, see that? Green, and look how thin this is. Yeah, but there's thicker branches and stems on the mangoes, and those are actually turning brown. Let's walk over here too. This is, yeah, see green? I know now. All they're known as are fine. Let's look at the soursop. The soursop is a tricky one. Let's see. See, that looks, let's go down a little bit lower and see. Yeah, the soursop is good. Yeah. So, but these branches on the soursop are dead. Dry. See, dry, burnt completely. Yeah. So the soursop is probably going to push out new growth. And so, yeah. Yep. Looking bad. All right, let's look at this. This is the Australian berry, and this guys. This is like you're up north looking at foliage. Yeah. Yeah, let's look at this. Let's scratch this. Not looking good. Scratch this on this. Yeah, so this is probably gonna die back down. Look right onto the. Yeah, but this is seed grown, so not a big deal. Let's look at Malika right here. Malika. Yeah, we could look at it. Yep. So I've been doing some scratch tests right here. Yeah, this. Look at this. This branch come here. This is dead. It's not gonna come back. For this, I gotta prune. It's gonna get pruned back about here, here. But all of these branches are brown. You could see how brown that is. This is dead. This is gonna dead. Look how brown that is, guys. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's back up. The torch ginger was expected, burn, but there's the rhizomes in that, so that's gonna rise again. Yeah. The what's the name? We call this again the lemon guava. That's doing amazing. This hurt to see my pickering. This pickering mango is one of my favorite mango, guys, and all of this is dead. Yep, all these branches like that's burnt. So look at this purple. Look, this is dead. Yep, right. It's that color. So this is gonna get pruned back, way back down to yeah. But this is gonna take a lot of patience to know where to prune, where not to prune. Look at this guy, brown, 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 dead. All of this is gonna get pruned back. Yep. Yeah. But if you look down here, this is where the graph is. If you look here, green and beautiful. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So it's just some serious pruning and then we're gonna see where we are. All right. Let's walk over here. It's a seedling black sapote. And this looks like it's dead. Yeah. This is totally dead. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is totally dead. Even if you look, come right down to the base, look how black it looks, guys. Look at it. Yeah, the seedling is dead, dead, dead. Yeah. Look at the imbibe. This is imbibe, but this is fine. Yeah, burnt on the top. Yeah, imbibe seedling. Yeah. Let's check this sugar apple right here. Yeah, good. Sugar apple. Still good. And sis, more damage is still gonna show up as the weeks. As it get warmer, you're gonna see, more stuff is gonna show up. That's really damage. Yeah. So we walk through here, and this was. You remember I showed you guys early in the year, earlier. Yeah, jackfruit seedling. But let's see. Let's scratch it. Okay, that don't look too bad. If it anything, let's go deeper into the yeah. Oh, it looks better here. There's a brighter green. That's something you look. This duller green meaning it start getting the damage is showing up. Yeah. This lily is just gone completely. All right, let's walk over to the other side. Yeah, guys, I know this is depressing, but I wanted to, just an update on how sometimes the cold damage takes a while to show up. Oh, let's look at this. This is pitanga tuber, toasted completely. Look at that. Pitanga tuber is toasted. Look at that, guys. But let's scratch this. Let's show we go around and do scratch this and let's see. This don't look too good. All right, but let's see. This is one of them we're gonna leave and just see what happens. Yeah, yeah, yep. These pigeon peas are all gone, which is fine. Yeah, you could see the damage, the purple. This is all dying back. And this side is green. This side, let's see. Yeah. So half of this is like burnt. So this tree might just get pruned back about here and it's pushing new stuff. These younger ones are that dead, dead, dead. Yeah, you could see that burnt completely. Same thing here, burnt completely. Yep. This is Rolenia. You could see that dead branches. I said we're not gonna prune because we don't want to put no stress until it gets fully warm here. Okay, so look, green here, but these branches, outer branches, are probably brown. Let's see. You see this color? This is definite damage. Right? So rub it, yeah. So all these outer branches, yes. Some serious pruning in the next couple weeks. Yeah, you know, all these bananas we're gonna cut down. The plus side, we're gonna have a lot of biomass. You know, with our chop and drop method. You know, that's the plus side of that. Look, the seedling mango that I was like boasting about is mostly leaf damage. Yeah, okay, if you look at the stem of the seedling, so green it is, guys. Comparing to pickering, look, these are just leaf damage really on the pickering. You know, on this East Indian seedling. Yep. Even look at this branch. You see the green? This is the color green you wanted to see on the other trees, but definitely they're not there. So the seedling is good. The seedling is just, yeah, aesthetic, leaf damage. That's it. Let's walk away. Look at the dragon fruit here. Burnt completely. Yep. Yeah, dragon fruit is done. Yep. It's gonna probably grow back from the base right here too. Yeah. Yep. But you know, we have these mangoes. We show you in other videos that we had protected. It's good. Suriname cherry is good. Yeah. More dragon fruit here. Burnt, like extremely burnt. Yeah. Yep. All right. So you see some of the damage are not showing up. Didn't show up right away. It took a couple of days, you know. Let's look at this pickering. Pickering can't handle this cold for nothing. Yeah, so this is gonna get, oh, so no, there's some green here. Yeah, yeah. This is brown. Let's see, let's scratch this right here. A little bit of, yeah, let's go a little bit lower. Let's go a little bit. Let's go good. See that? That bright green comparing to look at this green. Yeah. Yeah, so this is probably gonna get pruned back about here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So, you know, we show the avocado, show the gummy those are pretty good. The mulberries did excellent. But let's walk back here and look at this is another seedling, mango. The seedlings, one of the things I made for the seedlings is these thinner branches are still like green and beautiful. It's just aesthetic, the leaves, the damage on the seedling mango. It's nothing else. And that's a plus. Maybe it'll stick to seedlings after a while. Yep. Yeah, so leaves are damaged, that's it, no big deal. The okay, this guy's beautiful. This is, you know, our mulberries, looking good still. But if you come right back here, the hog plum back here did great. So look at this, still bright green, looking good. This other seedling mango, again, it's just leaf damage. Still bright green. I'm still gonna give it a couple more weeks to see. That's why you don't rush, because you might start pruning, you put more stress, and more of the plants start dying from the stress that you just put it under. Yeah, yeah, yep. So that's it. Oh, we have some, these are the yam seeds here. This is from the ube yam, which we need to harvest that out of that container in the ground in a couple of weeks. Yeah, guys, so that's one of the lessons I learned from all of this. You know, there's lessons and everything. Yeah. Pay attention to which plants can handle the cold better than which plants. You know, this help all of us as gardeners to plan for future freezes, you know, where to plant, what to protect first, what need extra care, yeah, and stuff. So this freeze experience kind of humble you in a way as a gardener, you know, like real humbling, yeah. But it also, if you're dealing with the freeze damage, which all of us probably are, you know, I remember, I mean, zone 10A. Yeah, so that give you an idea what really went on here. You know, you're gonna have the urge to actually go start pruning, resist that urge, and just let that patience, that gardener patience kick in. You know, and that, you know what, let me just give the garden time. The plant's gonna tell you what they need eventually. And that's it. All right, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. One love. See you guys in the next video.